They look happy, don't they? Perfect smiles, perfect clothes, perfect life. But what if I told you, perfection hides a darkness? On the surface, Carmen Thomas and Brad Callahan seemed to have it all. They lived in the tranquil suburb of Remuera, Auckland, and were the proud parents of a young son named Jack. Their picturesque life was the epitome of suburban bliss. Carmen, a vibrant woman with a master's degree in marketing, was known for her lively personality and strong principles. Brad, an intelligent and ambitious structural engineer, had a promising career and was admired by his peers. Together, they appeared to be the perfect family. Tonight, on Eye for an Eye, we delve into the unsettling truth behind this seemingly perfect family. The meeting of fate. Carmen and Brad's paths first crossed in London. Carmen, originally from South Africa, had moved to the UK to pursue her education and build a better life. Brad, a New Zealand native, had relocated to London for a prestigious job opportunity. Their meeting was serendipitous, sparked by mutual friends at a social gathering. Carmen was immediately drawn to Brad's tall, dark-haired presence and his keen intellect. Brad, in turn, was captivated by Carmen's radiant energy and sharp wit. Their relationship blossomed quickly. Despite their busy careers, they made time for each other, embarking on romantic adventures around the city. Before long, Carmen and Brad were inseparable, their love story, the envy of their friends. A new beginning. In 2005, seeking a change of pace and a healthier environment for their future family, Carmen and Brad decided to move to Auckland. The transition to New Zealand was smooth, and they soon settled into a cozy home in Remuera. In March of that year, they welcomed their son Jack into the world. The arrival of their child brought immense joy and a renewed sense of purpose to their lives. However, as time went on, cracks began to appear in their seemingly perfect relationship. The pressures of parenting and differing views on child-rearing led to frequent arguments. Brad's demanding job often left Carmen feeling isolated and overwhelmed. The once strong bond between them started to fray. By 2008, the couple had decided to separate, agreeing to share custody of Jack. Despite the breakup, they maintained a civil relationship for the sake of their son. Carmen moved in with her half-brother Colin, while Brad continued to live in their Remuera home. Both tried to rebuild their lives, finding solace in their respective routines. The Unraveling. On June 29, 2010, the fragile peace shattered. Carmen and Brad had arranged to meet at her home to discuss an important matter concerning Jack. The meeting started tensely, with old grievances quickly resurfacing. In the heat of the argument, Carmen dropped a bombshell, claiming that Brad might not be Jack's biological father. The accusation sent Brad into a rage. Without warning, Brad grabbed their son's baseball bat, which was lying nearby. In a fit of uncontrollable anger, he struck Carmen repeatedly. The blows were brutal, and Carmen's lifeless body crumpled to the floor. The idyllic home, once filled with laughter and love, now echoed with the silence of death. The cover-up. Realizing the magnitude of what he had done, Brad immediately set about covering his tracks. He meticulously cleaned the crime scene, removing any traces of blood and evidence. He placed Carmen's body in a recycling bin, transported it to a secluded location, and dismembered it with a meat cleaver. He then encased the body parts in concrete and buried them in the dense bush of the Waitakere Ranges. In an attempt to further mislead investigators, Brad moved Carmen's car to Hamilton and began sending text messages from her phone, pretending she was still alive. He reported her missing on July 13, 2010, expressing concern over her sudden disappearance. The investigation. The police launched an extensive search for Carmen, but weeks passed with no solid leads. Her family and friends were left in a state of agonizing uncertainty. It wasn't until September 21, 2010, that a breakthrough came. Acting on a tip-off, police searched Brad's home and discovered incriminating evidence linking him to Carmen's murder. He was arrested and charged with her murder. The trial. Brad Callahan's trial became one of New Zealand's most high-profile cases. In court, the gruesome details of his crime were laid bare. The evidence was damning, and Brad had no choice but to plead guilty. On March 30th, 2012, Justice Jeffrey Venning sentenced him to life imprisonment with a minimum non-parole period of 13 years and 8 months. Additionally, Brad received a 6-year sentence for perverting the course of justice. Family reactions. The sentence elicited mixed reactions. Carmen's extended family in the UK expressed outrage, calling it disgusting and criticising the justice system. Her aunt, Carol Lavagna, voiced her anger on social media, while her cousin, Craig Lavagna, lamented the leniency of the punishment. In contrast, Carmen's immediate family in New Zealand felt a sense of closure. They issued a statement expressing gratitude for the sentence, acknowledging that while it could never bring Carmen back, it ensured Brad was held accountable for his actions. The aftermath. Carmen's murder left a deep scar on her family and friends. Her mother, Teresa Scott, spoke in court about the immense guilt and heartbreak she felt. The financial strain of travelling between South Africa and New Zealand, combined with the cost of psychological support, added to their burden. Wayne Scott, Carmen's stepfather, described the nightmares that haunted him, imagining the horrors Carmen endured. He struggled with depression and found it difficult to carry out his job, further compounding the family's distress. The final chapter. In the wake of the trial, law enforcement officials like Inspector Mark Benefield hoped that Callahan's sentence would deter others from attempting similar deceptions. His sentencing brought some closure to a long and painful chapter, but the scars left by his actions will never fully heal. Legacy and reflection. Operation Keppel has left an indelible mark on New Zealand's collective consciousness. It has highlighted the importance of addressing domestic violence and ensuring robust support systems for victims. The murder of Carmen Thomas serves as a grim reminder of the dark potential within domestic relationships. The case also demonstrated the dedication and persistence of law enforcement in seeking justice, no matter how well a crime is hidden. Carmen Thomas's murder left an indelible mark on New Zealand. Do you think justice was served in this case? Share your thoughts in the comments below. For more true crime investigations that delve into the darkest corners of the human psyche, subscribe to our channel, Eye for an Eye, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a new episode. We'll be back soon with another moment in crime. Until then, stay safe out there.